Integrity Saw and Tool is a tool and cutter grinding facility that caters to the woodworking and manufacturing industries. My wife and I purchased the company back in 2010 with a tremendous amount of assistance from FCEDC and the revolving loan fund. If we didn't have that, we were down to it was our final option. I was amazed at the response when I talked to FCEDC at that point. I was in my car when I made the phone call wondering if I could set up an appointment, and within 3 minutes they said, "I think we can do this." Which, after being kicked around by 8 different banks to that point, and to have somebody say absolutely from the start, it was hard to believe, to have FCEDC take care of us and treat us like we were the biggest thing around when we, at the time, were 19 employees, was very impressive. Just amazing that the city, all of these people who I had only read about in the papers were all of a sudden sitting across the table from me and treating me like we were something special.
We had good, strong prior relationships. You can't just snap your fingers and all the people come to the table. They have to have had been accustomed to working together and doing things the right way, and they had to be accustomed to knowing what the capabilities were that the other person brought to the table.
One of my responsibilities to take very seriously is also in the area of economic development. It's very important that county government does what it can do to keep the local economy moving and to keep the businesses expanding, entrepreneurs from developing their new ideas, and also attract new businesses if we can. We need to support the efforts of the FCEDC, both financially and any other way that we can, so that this community continues to grow.
It's important because we've got 43,000 citizens in this city and over 100,000 in the county, and we're interested in the welfare of those folks. We want them to be successful. If they're successful, they're going to make other people successful.
I am currently employed with the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation as the Vice President of Economic and Community Development. I started there in June of 2011, and prior to that, I served as the President of Fond du Lac County Economic Development Corporation since 2006. FCEDC very clearly knows who their audience is, who their customers are, and is able to focus on that without getting involved in other things that really take away from those core services. But by doing entrepreneurial services, business attraction, as well as then really the bread and butter, so to speak, with existing business development, really has that kind of the whole continuum of services for the businesses covered.
I think it's the range of services that they offer, from basic research tools to financing options to being able to help in business plans and just general counseling and perhaps even a little bit of hand-holding for folks that are involved in this for the first time.
What's amazing to me is that if I were to start this business over, I could show up at your place and say, here's my idea, and everybody I've talked to who works within your organization is a can-do type of person, which I see myself as, that if you want something done, you got to believe in it, and it seems like every person I talk to there is that way.
We realized that the key to our economic growth was in helping those businesses that are here, whether they're struggling or whether they want to grow. That was the answer in keeping our economy strong and also supporting the entrepreneurs.
Primarily because it's good to see people be successful. That spawns all kinds of other good things.
Our sales in 2011 grew by 10% over 2010, and most of that was without any improvement in the market. So it came through new products, market share gains, and growth both in the United States and around the world. About 42% of our sales are outside of the United States, and in fact we employ 5,000 employees around the world, 2,400 of which are here in Fond du Lac and the local area, and I'm very proud of the fact that since the restructuring and everything we went through, that our employment here locally has grown by 50%, from 1,600 employees to 2,400 employees.
Integrity Saw and Tool has been in business for going on 26 years. The first 24 years, Rick and Jackie Mann took the company, started in their basement, worked all the way up through to the facility that we have today. The past 2 years, what we've done is, instead of mess with the model, the business model, is take it and grow with it. We are running with it right now. We got the right people in the right areas. The past 8 months have been record sales, record growth. Last year, for our fiscal year, as well as calendar year, were the best the company's ever had. And this is a down economy. So what's going to happen when our customers get busy? That's what we're scared about, is to get too big too fast and make the mistakes that other companies in the same situation have gone through. And that's where I'm going to be relying on the FCEDC. Right now, we're just excited to be riding the wave and waiting for the economy to pick up, because who knows where it's going to take us.